So again, starting at the top of the mat, for me in Montana, we started at 41 degrees. I'm not putting on a fire because we're leaving. Oh, there's Millie. Hi, Millie. We're leaving for 4 days. So I thought, you know what? Let's come to the top of the mat. And this is a little bit different for us. Just take a moment, feel into your feet. Feel into the toe pads. Maybe lift them and spread them. Maybe shift weight back to the heels. So just close your eyes and feel into the foundation, to the earth here. And maybe you roll side to side, front to back. Again, the most subtle of movements, but it is movement through the body. So just feel into the feet. Hands to prayer if it's searching, or arms by your side, palms forward to receive whatever you need to receive today. A couple deep breaths just to ground and to center. And maybe to set that intention for what you need on this mat and off the mat. Draw in a full breath, shoulders soft, face soft, open up the jaw, release the face. And then as you exhale, blink the eyes
Hey, Deb,
open.
talk louder.
Okay, blink the eyes open. Is that better? Better? Wait, let me try this. Maybe the sound bar. Okay, is that better? Okay. All right, I can't see you, but give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay? Okay, good, good, good. Top of the mat. Let me get rid of this part. Again, different angle, different day, right? Okay. So, beginning with just a little bit of balance, shift the balance to the left leg. Again, feel the left foot. Draw in the belly and soften through the shoulders and take the right foot back behind you. So already there's a sense of balance, right? So resting on the ball of the right foot, pressing in with a gentle knee into the left leg. Hands can be here, hands can be here. For me, I like it here because I can feel my center. And just roll through the ball of the foot, through all those little toes, and feel into maybe even the ankle, the front of the ankle. And then pause and send the heel back. So right leg is straight and we just drop the heel. Barb, your whole camera just changed with you, which is good. I love that. We're going to figure that one out. All right, heel drops back. Any amount. And then reverse, take it the opposite way. So again, we concentrate on lifting the pelvic floor. Underneath those floating ribs, lift the heart forward. And again, wherever you feel centered, hands at heart or hands on the waist. And then flip that foot gently over to the top. Kind of press down, opening the top of the foot, the front of the ankle. And then send it back. Heel goes back, activate the calf. And then roll it out once again. And then draw the right foot to meet the left. Take a little movement. Shift the weight into the right leg, nice and strong. The left ball of the foot goes back. Again, if you need support, reach for support. The wall, a chair, so you can remain upright and then just flow. Again, roll through the foot. Any snap, crackles, pops are good. And reverse. Again, resting high on the ball of the foot, maybe send the heel back just a bit to engage the back of the leg. And And then send it back. And fold. And then flip it over the toes like we do in down dog when we come into chaturanga here or up dog. Flip over, come onto the top of the foot as light and gentle as you can, just till you feel the stretch through the whole front of the foot and the ankle. And then draw back to the ball of the foot and just roll it out. And then we'll bring the left foot to meet the right. So bring the feet together now. Again, stability here. So with the feet together, we lose a little bit of stability. Make sure you have something here. Bend into the knees and bring the hands just above the kneecaps. Again, see if you can keep the spine straight, the neck right in line with the spine, the gaze straight down. And let's just roll the knees, right? Easy. So squat down into that chair. But it's all about here, the rotation through the knees. We'll take 5 about this way. And maybe 5. Pausing now, feet hip distance apart, sink down into a seat. So knees stay over those ankles, but set it down. Begin to feel into the power of your quads, the power of your seat. Again, the back is straight, the neck is right in line with the spine. Take a couple breaths here. Maybe the pelvis lowers a little more. Just beginning to activate quads, hips. Then slowly return. But as you return, heel toe the feet out like goddess feet. Toes out, heels in. Sink the hips down. Okay, so working up now into the hips and the thighs. Just drop the shoulder into the center. I'm going left first because that's where the camera anchored. But when I'm dropping that shoulder, my left hand is pressing lightly into the inner thigh to open up the hips. And then switch with your breath. Come back to center. Exhale all the air and drop the shoulder. And on your own, inhale to center. Take it over. Feel the back muscles. Keep the hips low. Strength here. Back. Do one more side. And we breathe, right? So bringing yourself back to neutral. Heel toe the feet back in. Draw the hands up to the front of the quads now. So with your in-breath, press into your palms. Squeeze your shoulder blades, open up the chest, sink the hips down just a little bit more. Squeeze the shoulder blades like this would be a cow pose. And then roll it in. Chin comes into chest. Roll the spine. So some standing cat-cows. Open and curl. And open. Curl as we work up from that low back all the way up through the shoulder blades. One more breath. And then coming back to lift the chest, again, sink the hips. Draw the hands, the palms up the thighs. Let's bring them to the hip crease. And when you arrive at the hip crease, take a moment. Now my feet are wide, so you just decide where this is going to feel good. And you move through the hips. So we're going to make gentle circles, deepening those circles as we go right, forward, left, and back. So just notice maybe what's waking up in your body this morning. Every single day is different. Reverse it. Spine is straight, chest is open, breath is flowing. And then we'll draw those hands as we come back to neutral, to the waist. To the waist, and just do a little bit of movement. Again, I always think of a hula hoop, right? Remember our hula hoop days? The three of us, I know we remember our hula hoop days. Okay, reverse that. And then coming back to center, let's draw the arms out to the side, big, wide, open up the chest. Draw the arms overhead just to bring some extension now to the side body. Draw the hands slowly behind you, interlace, whether it's at the wrist or cupping the fingers. Send the fists down and away from you and open the front of the chest. And if it's there for you right now, drop the hand. And then release the hands, let them go wide again, let them go back up. Interlace above you, send the palms to the ceiling. Again, big stretch. Can you feel it from the low belly all the way through the arms? Bring the hands behind the head, straight spine. Draw in the elbows, tuck in the chin. Let's find the neck and open. As wide as you can, maybe a standing back bend here. And then draw in. And we'll take 3. Head supported by the hands, let open. And then draw everything in. Right? 2 more, you take yours. Last one, elbows open, head goes back. Let the hands bring the head back to neutral. Extend the palms up towards the ceiling. Again, big extension through the body. And then slowly release the arms down beside the body. Let the shoulders fall. Arms dangle like you could just release them from their sockets. Palms forward. Close down the eyes. Gentle bend into the knees. Gather the belly. Take in a full breath. And then we're just going to rinse it out. So maybe start swaying side to side with the hips. Maybe the arms, the hands, front to back. Small movements at first. One hand forward, one back. We gather a little more energy, a little more space. We make it a little bit bigger. So again, it's just not this movement. It's feeling into everything that has to happen into this back and side body. Breath helps release the muscles and we go bigger. And as we go bigger, guess what? One hand taps the back kidney, one hand taps the top shoulder. And then we drop down and we move. So drop, round. And then free it up, make it as big and expansive and as fast as your body needs today. Just let the body open. Couple more. And then winding it down. Heel toe the feet. Mine are level with my hips. Good. Take the arms out in front of you. Let's just Open up the wrists, the fingers, take a couple flicks as fast or as slow as feels good. A little bit of energy moving through the finger joints and soft bend in those knees. Open up wide to a starfish. Draw the thumbs in, wrap the four fingers around them, and then drop the knuckles down towards the floor. Inhale, let's bring it back up. So make some movement here, maybe circle to wrists. Maybe you open up those fingers again and just flick, get all that energy, blood flow. And then find your prayer. With the prayer out in front of you, fingers tips towards the ceiling. Draw the prayer away. Fingertips point away. Finger points point down. Boy, that's hard. Circle around to the back of your hands where the prayer is coming into the heart, and then bring it back. So big circles right here with prayer hands. Take one more this way. Notice how the wrists feel. Take it the opposite way. So if you've been practicing a lot this week, those wrists might be a little tender, a little sore. Just let them bring all that synovial fluid, that lotion into the joint. And then bring the hands to prayer at the heart. Close down the eyes. Again, allow yourself to feel into the feet. And we're just going to flow. We're going to go quarter suns and then half suns. So as you're ready, press the finger pads, the palms together, thumbs at the sternum. Tall spine. Inhale fully, lift the arms up. On the exhale, take it back behind you, tap the back of the heart. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, front of the heart. Inhale, receive the breath, let the body take it all in. Exhale, tap the back of the heart. Send it back up. And do two more on your own here. So lift. Exhale. And lift. That's one. Up. Tap back. Extend up. Close the eyes. Feel into your feet. That's sun salutations. Deep breath in the nose. Exhale, soften. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Find the prayer above you, maybe a standing back bend. Draw the prayer through four-eye, heart center, and forward with a straight spine. Blocks are helpful here. We haven't opened up the hamstrings. As you arrive, let the head fall. Take in a breath. See if you can let it go just a little bit fuller. Then whether you're using blocks or finger pads or hands to the shins, allow the spine to go long towards the top of your mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades in, gaze straight down, draw the belly, and then fall deeper. And then ride the hands up the legs, any position, front, back, side. Bring it all up. Extend the arms out, extend the arms up. Again, maybe a standing back bend. And then drop it down. Bow down to your mat, to your practice, to your yoga. Draw all the energy up from the feet, through the legs, the belly, the ribs, the shoulders. Reach it up. Take the back bend. And then fold again. Two more here on your own. knowing you could stop anywhere along this line just to feel, just to give a little more loving care to whatever is calling out. And last one. Reaching overhead. Take that little arch. Meet me in prayer Tadasana as you finish in your own time. And we'll be moving around our mat a little bit, so you want to make sure you've got some space here. Inhale, let's reach up, and this time swan dive, arms out to the side. Straight spine, hinge from the hips, look down, finger pads come down. Hands halfway left, and close. So stepping the right foot back here, runner's lunge. So we're not going to drop the knee. We're going to keep the front knee over the ankle. We're going to keep that back heel up. Press it into your finger pads, or if it's beneficial, maybe a block. Take the chest forward. So a little bit of a stretch through the right hip flexor. A little bit of a stretch from the tailbone, reaching all the way to the crown of the head because the chest is lifted, right? Taking a full breath. And let's flow to pyramid. So from here, straighten the front knee. Keep the back heel up. I just slipped on my sock here. Keep the back heel up. Straighten, keep the spine long, gaze straight down. Open up in the back of the left leg. And take a breath. And then return to that high runner's lunge, sinking the hips. And let's flow. Inhale. Front leg straightens. Spine extends long. Belly drops in. And then come back. 2 more like this. When you return to that runner's lunge, place the right hand on the mat or the block inside the left foot. Draw in the belly, extend the left arm out to the side, extend the left arm up to the ceiling. Keep lowering those hips down so we get all that engagement there. Maybe there's a half bind for you here just to open up a little more, maybe not. Keep the breath going. One more inhale. On the exhale, lift that arm back to the ceiling. This time, drop the hand inside that left foot, both hands inside. We're going to begin to walk to the long edge of our mat. Pivot the feet around. Let the toes come in, heels go out. Hands right underneath the shoulders. Head just drops down. Make a circle through the neck, or rotate right and left. See what's going on in the cervical spine. And tuck the belly in, relax and dangle the shoulders. And breath. Moving into that heart melting pose here. Hips are going to stay stationary. It's only the fingertips that will walk forward. Drawing the belly in, walking as far as you can. Now beginning to open up through the lats, the outside of the shoulders. Take a full breath in. See if you can sink the chest. If you sink the chest, see if you can relax the head. Keep the belly engaged, nice and strong. Fingertips can crawl out just a little more. Heart melting pose on Uttanasana. Taking a breath. One more inhale here, soften shoulders. Walk the hands back underneath the head, flip those finger pads around and continue that journey behind you. So here, the shoulders are internally rotated. We drop that head down, we release the neck, and we keep crawling those finger pads as far back as we can. Drawing in a full breath and letting it go. Walk the hands back now, right underneath the shoulders. Take that half lift. Bring the spine nice and long, tuck the belly in, and we're going to take a walk to the back of our mat. So, right foot extends forward, left foot behind you. Find that high runner's lunge. Then keep the back heel high. Give yourself some space here, or maybe a block. Spine is long, chest is lifted. Sink into the hips so that you feel the left hip flexing. And then as you're ready, with the deep breath, begin to straighten the front leg. Find that version of pyramid. Bring it back. Let's flow this. Knee comes back over the ankle. Sink the hips down. And then again, straighten the front leg. Keep the back heel lifted. 3 more. Last one. Let's meet in that high lunge. Squeeze shoulder blades, chest lifted, back heel passes away. And back, we're going to just move into that side twist. So the left hand's going to rest on the mat, and we're just going to take a twist over to the right. So the arm extends out to the side or up, or maybe even that half bind here, just rotate a little more. It's your breath. It's your teacher. Come down slowly, arm re-extends, hand comes back inside the foot. We'll begin to walk the hands back to the wide edge of the mat. Again, pigeon toe the feet just a bit. Sink down, let the head fall. Find that halfway lift. Release and fold deeper. That down dog position, walking that forward, fingers forward here, sinking the chest. Returning, hands under shoulders, halfway lift. And on the exhale, fold. So, if you feel stable here in your feet, press your way up to a halfway lift. Bring my feet in just a little bit. Hands come to the hip crease, straight spine, rise up. Reach up. The arms go up. And then the arms out to the side, big wide T. Take that front foot and just pivot it towards the top. So opening up through the front of the right or left thigh, sink it down, warrior two. Draw the belly in, extend the arms out, maybe the gaze over the fingertips. Reverse it, arm up and back. Bring it around to your two, opposite way. Other side of the body, take that side extended angle. Reach that arm back up, take that reverse one more time. And inside angle. And then we'll return, warrior two. Full breath. Light upper body, but really strong from the hips down. One more inhale. And Exhale, hands to the hip crease. Straighten the right leg. Pivot the right foot parallel to, or just a little forward from the back or the top of the mat. And let's take it left. Left foot extends to the back of the mat. Extend the arms out to a T. Sink down, bend the left knee. Find your two here. Notice any difference. For me, a little bit of buoyancy, right? And then we'll flow. Left hand slides down the left outer thigh. Right arm extends up and over. Return through your warrior two. Extend the side. Arm up, arm over, lightweight on the thigh. And then again, reverse that. And two, sink it down. Hands to the hip crease. Bring the left toes forward. Let's heel toe. The center of your mat. You want to face forward, that's fine. If you want to find that chair, that prop, into tree pose. Tree to warrior three. So again, it's action through the hips. So find the weight into the left leg. Draw the right knee into the chest. So maybe you find your gaze a couple feet forward of your mat. Soft bend into that knee. Keep that focus right where it is. Soften your breath. Then bring the foot into whatever tree position is there for you on this side. So I offer the thigh, I offer the calf, and I offer, if you can see it, the block on any level. Open up, expand through the whole pelvis bowl. Maybe the arms reach out and the arms reach up. And maybe we just let everything fall out to the side. Bring in the breath. Just receive the breath here. Full inhale. Bring the hands back up. Draw them back into the heart center. Wherever the right foot is now, let's bring the right knee forward. So find your support. The right knee comes forward once again. Gentle bend into the left leg. And then nice and slow, we're going to send the right heel back behind us as the torso comes forward. The ball of the foot can rest on the mat. The hands can be at a block. Elevate the back leg. A version of warrior three that works for you. Soften belly. Full breath in. And to come back out, bend into the front knee. Engage the core. Come back up. Draw that back knee into the right. And release. Shake it out. Take my socks off here. Shaking it out. We'll return now. Weight on the opposite leg. Right? So spread through those toes. Draw the knee into the chest. Find that drishti. Find that focal point. Settle your breath down. As you settle the breath and you keep the focus, draw the knee into where it works for you, for your tree. So if the knee is at the thigh, don't let that foot press the thigh out. Keep the standing leg nice and long and the belly in, hands to the heart. Again, find your options. Maybe the calf on this side, maybe the block on this side. Find your tree. And as you soften where you can soften, maybe the hands from heart center lift to the ceiling. Maybe they open wide. Find your balance. Draw it in. One more deep breath. If the arms are open, lift them back up. Maybe bring them to heart center. Release the sole of the foot, the knee comes forward once again. And then begin to shift that warrior three. Send the heel behind you. Just knocked over my leg. Heel behind you, maybe the hand to the high part of the block. Level out the hips. Find whatever version of warrior three is here for you. Belly draws in. Chest lifts. Nice and soft. On the exhale, nice and slow. Bend into the front leg. Begin to lift the upper body as that left knee returns towards the chest. Nice and slow. And then release. Left foot to meet the right and just take a little bit of a wiggle. And then make your way any way that you want to down into the seat. Legs extend out in front of you, heels press down and away. We flare through the toes. We take the hands to the top of the thighs. We just run them down to the kneecaps, the shins, as far down towards the ankles as you can without rounding your spine. Take that grip wherever you are and draw the chest forward towards the feet. So nice tall spine here. Nice full breath. And again, I always say, you will feel this, I think, in the back of your legs, but bring your focus to the tailbone. And as you press your hands into whatever you're holding on to and lift the heart forward, feel the stretch from that tailbone rolling up the whole spine. Full deep breath in. Slide the hands back up the shins, the knees, and the thighs. Take that left leg off to the left on the diagonal as you draw the right sole of the foot in like a half sitting tree, right? Again, you need the support underneath that right knee because the whole idea here is to just release the whole inner thighs and the hips. So take a full breath in, gather the belly. We're going to take a twist over that bent knee to the right. So left hand rests, right hand comes behind. Press into the fingertips. Again, I only go to side. I lift the spine only to the side, and I use my eye muscles. I've got some neck injury, so I don't want to tweak into the neck here. Use the optical muscles, nerves here to see how far back you can gaze. On the inhale, return yourself to center. And then turn the chest towards the left thigh. And again, walk out the hands here. Any amount. See if you can maintain the length in the spine as you drop the ribs towards that thigh. The gaze is over the toes. So the cue is bring your heart towards your toes. Don't drop your head to your knees. Full deep breath. One more, and we're going to move into that whole body opening. And again, you don't have to. You can keep that palm down and just open up the chest. Take one more breath, bring the chest forward. On the exhale, walk the hands back. Plant the right hand behind you as far back as you can onto the palm. Option one, just lift the chest. Option two, press into the palm, lift the hips, press into the heels, and circle the arm overhead. Reach fingers to the toes. Really open. Maybe that hand goes back behind you. Take the breath and circle it down. Nice and slow. Let's take that counter. Both hands on the outside of the left leg and take a bow. And then we come back to center and we'll switch sides. So right leg extends, right heel presses, right toes flare, active leg. Notice what's happening here in the inner thigh on the left, and find the support if you need it. Take in a breath, stack through the spine. Let's take that twist over to the left side. Right hand to the outer thigh, left hand reaches around. Press into those fingertips, get nice and tall, and then twist and rotate to the side. Drop that back shoulder down, tuck the belly in, and use your eye muscles. How far back can you see here? Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale, rotate, back to center, and then let's take the torso over the right thigh. Hands outside the right thigh. We're just gonna walk an easy movement. Tuck the belly in, grow from the belly forward. Gaze past the toes. Keep the heart lifted. Draw the belly in. See, you can release just a little more. Again, maybe noticing not so much the back of the leg here, but the spine. 2 more breaths. Sinking the leg. And then we'll slide those palms back up towards the hips. Left palm's going to swing around, plant that palm behind you. Option 1, just lift the chest and find the opening here. Option 2, maybe a little more momentum as that right arm swings down and across and open into that, what's it called? A baby wild thing. Press through the heel. Reach through the fingers and arch the spine. Maybe you take the fingers back a little further so it becomes more of a back bend, but it feels good. Big breath. And then exhale slowly and draw it all down. Take it around. Enjoy the counter stretch here. And then return to center. Draw the soles of the feet together in front of you. So we're going to press the heels and the balls of the feet together. At the same time, even if you use your hands to flare those toes back, right and left, maybe putting finger pads in between the toe joints, just opening up the feet. To do this, that leverage allows you to bring the heart forward. Let the chest come forward. You've got a nice straight spine. Maybe we release the toes and we bring the thumb pads into balls of the feet and just find right to left, front to back. Little bit of love there. And then we'll tuck the hands underneath the calves. The hands coming under and reaching around for the shin or the ankle. Again, first thing, deep breath in, gather the belly. Let the hands draw the chest forward. As far as you can reach, tailbone through the crown of the head. Then drop the chin. Without even moving, notice the back of the neck. Take in a full breath. And as you exhale, bring the crown of the head down into your diamond shape, nice and easy, rounding through the spine. So this is going to work into the low back if we allow breath to initiate the movement. We allow the body to accept the invitation to use the breath to go a little bit deeper. Head sinks. Not so much of a grip now in the hands as we soften the hands and the wrists and the forearms down towards the mat. As we draw the belly in with a big breath, and as we exhale, we allow the weight, the gravity to do all the work. Enjoy 5 breaths here.
Release that head heavy. Maybe rotate gently right and left with the head. Feel into the neck. And the sink. Enjoy one last deep full inhale, spreading across the whole back of the shoulder. Exhale slow. And then release the hands on the inhale back to the center of your diamond. Begin to slowly walk the hands forward, slowly here, towards the hips. Draw the knees together with the hands. Bring the hands behind you and just kind of scoot the hips forward so that you can hug the forearms around the shins, and just small arch to the spine as you sit up nice and tall, and then just drop the forehead down. Just the forehead. Again, a nice stretch. Spine is long. Transitioning on to our back bodies. We'll release that grip. Maybe the hands come behind the knee crease or the hamstrings. And we slowly roll from the low back, mid back, upper back, down to the mat. So pause here. Maybe rock the knees right and left. And feel into the hip points and feel into the spine from the roots to the shoulder blades. And draw the knees into the chest as you squeeze them in. Nice and easy. Draw the belly in. Allow the tailbone to roll up. And where do you feel this stretch? Next breath, arms out to a T. So reach through the fingers. One last opening for the broadness across the chest, the collarbone, the pecs, the biceps. Stretch the arms wide. Drop the knees over to the left. So we're keeping the shoulder blades down. You can support underneath that under thigh there if they don't reach the mat. Settle here for a breath to just feel the stretch from the back, rounding from the back to the side body right into the pelvis. Options here. You can rotate the head to the left if it feels good in your neck. You can extend that top leg long on a diagonal, pressing through the heel. Maybe that left hand holds that leg in place, a deeper stretch here. Or maybe that back heel kind of tucks into the glute and that right hand reaches around for the big toe, top of the foot, or the pant leg. Resettle the hips, chest lifted towards the ceiling. 3 breaths. Releasing whatever hold you have. Arms back out to a T, knees to the side. Use that core, use your hips to draw the knees back into the chest. Without the use of the hands, maybe take a rock side to side, hip point to hip point. And then let's draw those knees over to the right. Again, relax through the shoulders. Support under the thigh if you need it here. Maybe the head rotates the opposite way to the left. Maybe the top leg extends off on a diagonal to the right, and we secure it with that right hand. Sliding maybe the bottom leg in so that we can reach down with the left hand. Find the big toe or the top of the foot. Allow yourself to settle, chest is up. Two more breaths. And let's release, let the arms go back out and draw that leg back so the knees are together. Use that core, bring the knees back into the chest, pause for a moment, level out, and then just rock one side to the other side. And moving into final rest here, come back to the center. Right leg extends long to its corner of the mat. The left leg to its corner of the mat. The arms are extended, maybe flip the palms open, so resting on the back of the hands. Squeeze in the shoulder blades to drop the shoulder tips, open the jaw. Relax. Take a full deep breath. Let the body receive the breath. The body receive what it needs to receive. And then on your exhale, let go of what you don't have to hold on to. Shavasana. Create a little more deepening of the breath now. A little more conscious breath that you notice coming in through the nose and the chest and the ribs. Maybe draw the legs together. Maybe lift the arms overhead. Take a stretch here. Bend into the knees. Let yourself roll to one side. Maybe rest the head on the bicep or the forearm. Then inhale, press into that front palm and draw yourself back up to a seat. Sitting up nice and tall, proud chest. Hands come again, finger pads and the palms press in, the thumbs to the sternum, a bow to the head in gratitude for whatever that inner wisdom is that brings us to the mat. Thank you for your practice with me. And thank you for the energy and your practice with each other. Namaste.